Hello everyone and welcome to the press conference after round 5 of the FIM SuperEnduro World Championship. Please let me welcome our guests, and I'll start with the new European champion FIM is with us. Congratulations once again and welcome. We are joined also by the winners of the junior class Milan Schmusser and the youth class Ramon Godino, and of the prestige Ashton Brightmore, Johnny Walker and both. Welcome guys, congratulations once again and thank you for such a great show tonight. Finn, I'll start with you. What night for you, congratulations once again. There must be feeling right now and I believe emotions are still on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Pretty, to be honest, what started from a joke to ride one and then take another one for training to now the European champion is pretty amazing.
When did you feel that championship is coming closer?
I think in Riesa, I got a pretty big gap of points, and I think from there on it was clear we can fight for it, and yeah.
So tell me about this day today from the start. How was it in the morning? How did you feel? I'm sure there was a lot of pressure on you, a little bit of a stress, I believe. So how was it today?
Yeah, in the beginning I was really nervous, actually the whole day, but in the first race it also really got into my head. But for the second one, I just said, come on now, you got such a big points lead, just ride how you know how to, and yeah, so we got a start to finish win and can't end the season better than this.
So what's going to be tonight? What kind of celebration you prepared? Because I've seen your team wearing the same beautiful shirts, that's a big support from the team, that's for sure. But what you going to do tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if there's an official after-race party or what, but something we'll have to do, I guess.
Something have to do. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
We are moving now to youth class winner. As always, we are starting with Ramon Godino. Well, first of all, tell me, how are you? Because there was a little crash in that first race. That rock garden was a quite tricky one, right?
Yeah, the rock were so tricky, and I have a little fall, but I know how to keep the calm and continue.
Exactly, you know, and you've mastered that rock section, because in the second race you seem to have actually no problems with going through that rocks. Was it right?
Yeah, I was talking with Alfredo with that problem in the rocks, and he said some tricks, and I just did. I just did
tricks?
it. And, yeah, some tricks.
Would you share with us what kind of tricks were?
I don't know.
It's a top secret stuff. Okay. Well, Ramon, it's another win for you. 5 race wins in a row. It's just an incredible time for you, that's for sure. How do you feel so far in the season?
Yeah, I feel so good, but the season hasn't finished, so I have to keep this line, and that's all.
So tell me just one thing about the celebration on the podium, because it looks like you really enjoyed that moment afterwards, right?
Yeah, obviously. I was so happy that I can be in the top position another time, and it's something that I love.
Thank you so much. Congratulations
I
once
have
again.
something to say.
Please, yeah, go
I
ahead.
hope a quick recuperation for Alfredo, because he broke the wrist, and I hope he can race again and with all his power.
Obviously, thank you so much. We are wishing Alfredo all the best and quick recovery, that's for sure. We are moving to Milan Schmusser, the winner of tonight in junior class. Well, lately in Łódź, you weren't very happy about your season so far. So has it changed right now? Do you feel like it's going in the right direction?
Yeah, the gap is getting closer and the chance is still there. But if I win every race, I didn't win the title, so yeah, there needs something happen, and yeah, I'm fighting it till it's over.
The battle was really tough tonight, and actually between you and Marc Fernandez,
Yeah,
especially. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
I looked every light behind me, and he was still there, and yeah, I keep a cool head, don't run for 100% of my power, and yeah, didn't make so much mistakes. So yeah, that was the key tonight.
That was a perfect night tonight, actually. That was
Yeah.
really a flawless
But no
night.
whole shot, so not
Maximum.
perfect.
It was really, really good. Actually, I need to ask you about the relationship between you and Alex Puey. He came over to congratulate you, and you were actually the first one to came to his box and check on him if he were right. How was
Yeah.
that partnership?
Yeah, we are still friends, and yeah, I want to make sure he's fine, and yeah, it's a little bit tricky this season for him, and he make big mistakes sometimes, and the wrist or the hand was from Poland last week, was hurt, and now again I think the shoulder. I said to him in 3 weeks he must go racing, and I hope he's fine.
Thank you so much, Milan Schruser, the winner of the round in Budapest. Congratulations once again. We are moving on to the prestige class, and Ashton Brightmore, third place tonight. It looks like you just got used to the podium place. You kind of like it, right?
Yeah, definitely. Going into the race, I kind of like moved up a step, like with the confidence, knowing where I can finish. So yeah, that was a big confidence boost from the last race, and yeah, it's just that's where I want to be now.
So talk us through the night here in Budapest, because it seems like you were very consistent, kept a good pace. How was it for you today?
Yeah, I was consistent as always, but I struggled in the rocks a bit. The last race just did me in with Johnny. I had quite a big gap on him in the last one, and then he just pulled it in. So yeah, that kind of not ruined my night, but it just yeah, did my head a bit, knowing where I was going wrong, and I just couldn't correct it in the race.
Can you tell us about that race with your brother, with Mitch, in the last race? That was a kind of tough battle between you guys.
Yeah, I don't remember it that much, but in between race 2 and 3 we didn't talk, so I'd say I pissed him off a bit, but yeah, we're getting quite close now, so I think it'll start being that way with not talking in between the races, which is natural. We're both racers, and we wanna beat each other, so yeah.
That's racing, that's right. Thank you so much. Moving on to Johnny Walker right now. Okay, so Joe, how was the night for you? Because it started off really, really well, and well, how was it for you?
Yeah, it's good. Positive night with the Super Bowl again. First race second, winning the second, and then just went down in that last race. But I felt like I had good. I was just trying to do my laps. I pretty much went from the ground in the first turn to get. So I felt like I was riding good, and yeah, very positive for us.
So the race 2 was the one you are the most with in the reverse order, and that great start.
Yeah, I definitely I got a good start. So that was the and then just from there I could just tick off my laps. I basically could look across and see where Billy was, and not have to rush, like, because obviously he's coming through the pack, so he has to rush. At the last race I was pushing as hard as I could to come through, so I could kind of control it from there, and yeah, it was good. It was a difficult track because everyone was pretty much running the same lap time, and then at the lap times of the last race, and we're all so close.
In the last race, as you mentioned, there was a little crash, but you knew how to recover very quickly. That was amazing, actually.
Yeah, I came through quite good, and then I think I got into a bit of a pile-up in the rocks and ended up going back again. But from then I just kept pushing, ticked off my laps, and pretty much ran the same lap time from start to finish.
And how about your bike? Are you satisfied with how it all worked today? There was some changes made, right, in your equipment.
Yeah, definitely a big step from last week. We still have a lot more to do. I keep stalling it. That's the main thing, and that's what I did in the last race. That's why I went down. I stalled it coming into the first turn. So we need to just work on that. But apart from that, yeah, very good.
How much have you taken from that 2 training sessions you had before the event here in Budapest, right?
Yeah, it was good just to ride the bike, obviously, because as I said in the press conference at the start, I didn't really get much time on the bike. We literally pulled it out of the van because it was the second race bike that we got, and we just decided to try that one and went with different suspension. But now I feel more comfortable, so we need to get that on the practice bike back at home and do the same again this week.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Congratulations, Billy. Now to you. And start from the beginning. Well, wasn't really enthusiastic of the first race, even though you won in a good style. But as the event went through, are you more satisfied right now?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, I wasn't too thrilled with my ride after the first one. I just felt I made a lot of mistakes and just didn't settle how I wanted to. And then the second one I was really happy. You know, I came second to Johnny, didn't quite get up to the back of him. I made a good push from being buried way deep on the first 2 laps. Just the rock garden first lap. I actually pre-race had thought like really going wide around the outside of the rocks is probably going to be the best bet for the first lap, and then just charged my way onto the inside and got stuck in the pile-up and thought that wasn't very clever. And I had to kind of dig deep, but like I say, we made a couple of small changes, not big ones, but was really happy with the progress I made and just kind of felt a little bit more comfortable each race. And so race 2 and 3, happy with my riding, happy with how I feel. Felt like I could push good in the last one. I made one small mistake in the matrix. Did a little quick 181 lap, but by that point I had a relatively comfortable gap, and like I said, just happy with the progress was made. Pressure was on a little bit in the last one, but I was confident. I had really good speed in the second one. Found a slightly different line on the tyre section, which was giving us a little bit of an advantage and a good place to put some time in. But like I say, tough night, I think tough for everybody, but happy to keep the streak going.
Really happy end, that's for sure for you. But the last race, as you said, the pressure was a little bit off, because at the end of that race we could see that you felt really comfortable. There was a little knack thing, right?
And then that came a lap early actually. I thought that was the last lap, and then I came around again and he was only putting the board out. I'm not entirely sure. It's probable that I was wrong, because I actually also misjudged the second race. I thought we had another lap to go in the second race. I didn't see the 1 lap board, but so I had my lip out a little bit about that and was complaining after the race, but then everybody told us that the board was there, so that was, it was more than likely it was my fault in the last one too. So I need to pay a little bit more attention to the bloke with the flag in the next round, but like I said, good night all round.
It was a good night. I'm sure that people also enjoyed watching you guys. Last thing, because after the last year round in Budapest, you said that it wasn't good night for your knee, but a good night for your championship. How would you summarize tonight in one sentence?
Definitely better for the knee than it was this time last year. But I'm tired, I'm not going to lie. I haven't felt amazing today, just a little bit of a sore throat, and really had to concentrate hard. But like I say, I'm pretty tired. I'm excited to get back to the hotel. We've got a 6 a.m. flight tomorrow, which also isn't particularly nice, but I'll be home by lunchtime, ready to do not a lot for Sunday and Monday.
You need to rest, that's for sure. Thank you so much. If there are any questions, please go ahead. But if not,
don't all jump at once.
But maybe you would like to add anything else, guys? Okay, we're fine. Thank you so much. Get some rest and get ready for Newcastle. Thank you so much for joining.